If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. In all honesty, I'm getting sick of people calling you a little Timmy, man. I myself am tired of calling you a little Timmy. So today, we're going to elevate your gameplay with some defense. Now, before we get into it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, become members. You want access to the competitive stuff? It's in the members area. Tight offset, tight end, full scheme breakdown. Wild Trio week, full breakdown. The $3.2, which pros are using, you see it in the comp games in the members area. Okay, small fee compared to everybody else. The 4.6 is there. Today we're going to be in the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook in the nickel 3-3, and guess what? The $3.2 is in this playbook as well as the 4-3 even 6-1, which I'm going to be going over soon for run defense because a lot of people are struggling with the run. I got you guys, but today we're going to be in the nickel 3-3. Now, a lot of people like to run the meta, which is the man defense. However, you can blend this in with another play that is pretty damn good. As far as adjustments we're going to talk about, we're going to leave auto flip off, okay? We're going to leave our auto alignment to default ball error. We're going to just leave everything the way it is. We will be changing these, however, okay? But let's talk about personnel from the 3-3. All right, on this side, we have Murphy, okay? Let's just check his speed in the depth charts, okay? Cornerbacks, we got to make sure we have a gangster there. So over here, Murphy is 89 speed. We have 90 speed. This guy's 96 speed, son, okay? Why am I not using him in my man defense? 96 speed. We're going to put him in Murphy's position, okay? That's what we're going to do. So let's coming out here and let's look for him. Put him right there, okay? And then I guess they move Murphy for us to the outside. We have a 96 speed corner in a key position. Now we got to get the linebacker bums out. We're going to get Vigil out. We're going to put safeties in those positions. Right here is another one. Let's go ahead and put safeties. All right, so that's what we want. Safeties, linebackers. And then we have a fast corner in this position where Guidry's at. How do you even say his name? Guidry, right? I think it's right. Guidry. All right, name of the play we're going to be talking about today is going to be the Tampa 2. Now, the Tampa 2 flipped because we're facing a quarterback who throws with his right arm. We want the blitz coming from that side, so he has to go left, and he has to be worried about this guy coming off the edge and worrying about the pass rush and all that, because that's what essentially what we're trying to do is get him to worry about it. Now, the blitz ain't always going to come in, but we're going to keep him on his toes. All right. And then on offense, we'll just come out and anything because I'm going to show you guys just the base setup. Okay, so the base setup for this play right here is going to take, your user is going to be either the guy that's on the vert hook, Thompson, or Simmons. All right. So the base setup, we're going to go ahead and shade over the top with base coverage, no zone drops, nothing. And then taking Washington and putting him on a middle third. Now you can also move this guy this way a little bit. All right. And then what you want to do is take Guidry and you want to bring him up about right here next to Simmons. You want them side by side in this defense. All right. Now, like I said, this is going to be your user. And it just depends on how the offense reacts. And then you want to QB contain. And if you know it's a pass, then you pass commit. This is going to be your base setup as far as cover 2 goes. Now, probably not ideal to have this guy on the contain arc, to be honest with you guys. Right there. This is how we really want him. Okay. We don't want him in that contain arc. This is what we really want. And then we can use Simmons or Thompson. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just use your Simmons. We're going to stay in the backfield. And all you do in this play right here is you'll notice that in cover 2, my weak spots I already know is going to be underneath. It's going to be on the left side where this cloth flat is over the top of his head, but I shaded over the top to buy me some space. Okay. Anything underneath in the middle is going to be the weakness of this setup. And then if they run the level cell, you have either the flat, which is going to be open, with your running back, if they run that, and then you're going to have a corner route depending if they have a streak or not. So right now I feel pretty confident with this defense the way it is, but you'll notice that our pass rush with our speed is going to come around really nice because of the way we set it up. We took them out of that contain angle. Let me show you guys an instant replay with a 96 speed corner coming around the edge, gets ignored, boom. Okay. So this is your base setup. Now, like I said, let's just see where the holes were in this defense as we snap the ball. So right here, we have this route. This route right here is a dotty for your opponent if he knows how to throw it. But we did shade over the top to buy us some time with this defense. However, underneath routes stay open. So you have to understand the chess match within these plays. Okay, now let's come over here. You don't always have to blitz that guy. You can actually run a Mabel, because what's going to happen is people love to run level sell. So you'll have to put this guy on a 5 and this guy on a 15 to, let's put him to 20, and then run a level sell, because people are levels corner in this playbook, because people are going to want to love to run that. Okay, and then we're going to flip the play again, same thing. Okay, you have your base set up. We got this guy on the mid blue, but this time we're going to shade down. Right, so our vert hooks everybody play low, and then we're gonna put Guidry on a curl flat like this. So if they try that noise, right, and then we QB contain, so we get that extra bonus for the shed if the quarterback. Let me show you what I mean. If the quarterback tries to bail, boom, boom, and then he'll have underneath. But your user's gonna be in the middle of the field. Okay. Now remember, it's a 3-man pass rush, which is a little bit more effective for the offense because it can't really do much. But let's just assume we come to instant replay. Then they have the table route with the curl route. We drop the 5 in the flats to stop that. But the curl flat, I don't like the way this guy's playing it, man, honestly. We may have to invert the whole thing, but I don't like the way he's playing this. You may have to set it further and shade outside. Luckily, this corner route is playing with the deep half on this side, so we would be okay in that situation anyway. However, I do not like the way that curl flat plays, man, to be honest with you guys. So we want to go ahead and just change him. He's already at 20, maybe 25, running the same thing. That's the problem with the curl flats coming from the line, is that they play it inside the numbers, and that's what we don't want. So shading underneath, putting this guy in a curl flat like this, or you can use our Guidry and put Simmons on the curl flat. Blitz yourself, QB contain. That's another option. You can use the blitzer, put this guy on a blue. Then we know Simmons is actually going to go back there. Boom, we watch the middle of the field. And we just try, pray, and hope. If you sit still as the quarterback, your pass protection is better. But as soon as you start moving, it gets worse. That's just the name of the game this year. And typically when you're playing online, no one's sitting still. All right, so let's do this in real time, okay? We're going to shade underneath, put this guy on a curl flat. This guy, well, got hung up. Put this guy in the middle blue, QB contain. This is our user. And let's go ahead and man up B, okay? Oh, it's not letting me because I'm across the field. You're just gonna have to user someone. Let's just assume we user somebody. We could go ahead and just do RB like this. All right, now let's say I'm the quarterback, right? And I'm trying to make that read over here to the left side of the curl. Boom. You really don't have nobody to throw it to. That's how you lock down level sell as well. So that is another base setup. You can also flip the play and then run a Mabel on the opposite side. So you'll shade underneath and put this guy in a purple, user Guidry as well. You can leave the mid read if you want. However, I don't recommend that. And then things of that nature, because people want to hit you over the top of your cloud flats. And then if you want to protect that, I'll show you guys here in a little bit. You want to protect the weak side of that defense. I'll show you what to do next. You invert the whole curl flat and the cloud flat setup in your zone drops. So what we'll do is we'll come over here to our zone drops, and then we'll go ahead and put the curl flats to 5 and then put these guys to 20, which you can do, by the way. I don't know why I just don't run it. I have a bad habit of doing it the old school way. You really want to invert this to even stop sell. Okay, so this should be your base setup as far as the defense goes for cover 2. My apologies, man. Okay, because I feel like it just works better every single time. But let me show you what I mean, man. Okay, we're gonna just shade over the top and then put this guy on a curl. He'll do the 5 yards. We snap the ball. He'll do the 5 yards and the cloud should back up. But the cloud still playing like horrible. And that's because his zone drop is a lot further. So you may, in Madden 23, now that I'm looking at it a lot more, you may have to change your zone drops to max to really protect those corner routes, because the way they're playing them, and that's not just this defense, it's all defenses. So Tampa 2, that's why a lot of people are staying away from the zone defenses. But if you just know what you're doing, you'll be all right. So let's just see how this works here. Boom, he's going back. So yeah, you see what I'm doing there, right? What I'm doing there is I'm actually setting them to 25. So play with the 25 one. I think it's gonna work better for you guys. And what's cool about it is typically the weak side of your defense is going to be the outside. So if you set it to 25 and you try to streak this outside guy to a weak spot of this cover 2, he's gonna kind of be back there. You know what I mean? Now he can still get there, but he's gonna he's going to make the quarterback or the user think about it, man, because he's going to back up. So you can back him up, shade over the top, right? And then you can put this guy on a curl flat. So if they try that or anything that's underneath that way, you'll try to scare him from doing it. So right here, boom. You see what I'm saying? It's just all about timing. He can still complete a pass, but it's all about the timing for that play. So these are just the base setups on how to properly run a cover 2 defense. But when it is time to send the hounds, you want to make sure that you're backing this guy up. You QB contain, make sure he does not have the art. Okay, you don't want him with the art. And then you can use the middle guy, however you decide to do it. And then you'll get those animations. So you'll get like a nano, you'll get like the wraparound blitz, like right here. I noticed this a lot with the setup that I'm using, is that we get this variation. Okay, this variation happens a few times where they just come in straight for the quarterback. So there it is, man. The offensive line is in shambles. That's what it is. Drop a like on today's video. Love you guys. Peace.